What's up, YouTubers? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Today's video is our quarterly triad video. So let's go. Triads. And like you just saw, that's the power of triads. Even in a simple chord progression like Let It Be, playing it 3 different areas on the fingerboard. I started off in first inversion, strings 2, 3, 4, C major. Second time around, I started root position, strings 1, 2, 3. Third time, root position as well, strings 2, 3, 4. The power of triads is you can play any chord progression really anywhere on the fretboard, as opposed to limiting yourself to one specific area. So today's video, Unlocking the Fretboard with Triads, is all about the tools you need to unlock the fretboard with triads. You know, these are ways that I tell my students in Zoom lessons how to practice. And this is what I did during Berkeley. You know, going into Berkeley, I didn't know any of this stuff. First semester, you start introducing triads. And then second semester, when I started studying with Tomo, that's when they became, you know, a necessity to know. So with that being said, let's be in the key of C major. No sharps or flats. Now, before diving into the shapes of the major triads, what is a triad? 3-note chord, root, 3rd, and 5th degree, right? And the chords in C major, with that formula, we have C major, C, E, G, D minor, D, F, A, E minor, E, G, B, F major, F, A, C, G major, G, B, D, A minor, A, C, E, B diminished, B, D, F, back to C major, C, E, G. And those are our 7 chords in the key of C major. The next step is start with the most basic, the major triad shapes. To me, how I explain them and where I start on the fretboard is the lowest position on each string set. So on strings 1, 2, 3, that would be root position C major. This would then go to first inversion, and this would go to second inversion. You'd practice like that. C, C, C. The second string set, strings 2, 3, 4, the lowest I would go is first inversion. Right? Second inversion, root position, etc. Strings 3, 4, 5 right, I would go to root position, C, E, G. And then finally, strings 4, 5, 6, you started second inversion. This may sound tedious, which it is, but you have to put in the time to really understand these, right? The next thing I would focus on is our minor shape, right? And in this case, our second chord in C major, this D minor. And I'm going to keep it, also in root position. There's our D minor. And so on and so forth. Right? First inversion. The F is the lowest note. Root position. And then second inversion. So the formula now, right, is I have my major shape and my minor shape. So let's apply them diatonically. C, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, C major, C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, C major, and so on and so forth across the remaining two string sets, strings 3, 4, 5 and 4, 5, 6. Again, I know this is tedious, but it has to be done. And trust me, in the long run, you're a much better player with that. So once you have that figured out, then you can start to go to the next key, which I would say would be G major, because we introduce our first sharp, F sharp. And the same formula applies. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Right? The lowest note, or our lowest inversion on top 3 strings. First inversion. First inversion. Right? It's a lot of fun. If you want to expand a bit farther, and stay in only one key, not using the 7 diatonic chords of the key, then you would do something like this. If we're back at C major, like that. You would also then, we're not playing other chords, we're still in C, go to C minor. If you're feeling excited, you can go to C diminished. Or you can go to C augmented. And essentially, rinse and repeat. By doing so, you'll expand your whole fingerboard with 3-note chords. Finally, applying it. Take any song and start applying it anywhere on the fretboard. Right? You saw in the intro, I do Let It Be. Right? You can also do it here. That. You can do it, let's say here, C, G, A minor, F, C, G, F, C. It's simple, it's effective, and it'll expand your knowledge tremendously. One thing I forgot to add is when you feel really comfortable with understanding how each note moves in the triads, right, in the diatonic chords, then you can say to yourself, how can I do that same progression but with minimal movement, voice leading, right? So let's say we play this C major triad on strings 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 2, 3, 4. We can then go D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, C major. Let's say we go on the next string set, 3, 4, 5 this time. C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, C major. And that's where you're sort of getting to the next level of harmony. Well, all right, guys, that is today's video, unlocking the fretboard with triads. Remember, do not underestimate the fundamentals. The fundamentals will unlock the guitar totally for you. So with all that being said, if you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.